You know, it's very interesting. You're sat worrying every single day about how much progress you're making. You're sat, like, literally stressing. I wake up sometimes with anxiety, and you probably sometimes do the same thing of, there's so much to do, there's so much I haven't done yet, there's so much I need to do, blah, blah, blah. And you're stressing about your progress in life when most people haven't even got £1,000 in the bank account. And this is like fully grown men. There's a statistic, I forgot the exact statistic, but it's something like 90% of people only have £1,500 in the bank, or around £1,000 in the bank, just one. 90% of people. So if you have more than £1,000 in your bank, you are literally in the top 10%. That's how easy it is to win. You know what I always tell you boys? This world is hyper competitive. This world is a video game. It's like Call of Duty. It's like GTA. It's like fucking Fortnite. It's like a battle royale, this world around you, life. And most of your competition, most people that you're playing this life game against are complete bots. They are literally just NPCs, bro. And I hate using that term, but it is funny. It's a bit cringe, but it's funny. Most people are literally just NPCs. They have no idea what they're doing. And you're sat stressing every single day. You're waking up and you're thinking, I'm not good enough. I'm not this because I didn't get that sales call. I haven't recorded enough videos today. Yeah, I only went to the gym for 30 minutes instead of an hour. Most people don't even go to the gym. And you're beating yourself up because you didn't get half an hour in. You only did 30 minutes and you didn't do a full hour. Chill the fuck out, bro. I understand about being, you know, hard on yourself and being hyper competitive and making sure you're holding yourself to high standards, because I certainly am like that. I am one of the most hyper competitive people you probably ever meet. If we ever met in person, we ever did some sort of competition, it would be fucking it would be crazy, because I know you are probably the same, right? You don't like losing. You're competitive. Everything you've ever done, similar to myself, you want to win at. Even when we used to play video games, bro, every video game I ever used to touch, my brother's the same, we used to play video games together. Every video game we wanted to be the best. Anyone ever beat us, anyone ever killed us, we were fuming, we were mad, we were stressed. How the fuck did he kill me? And we're the same with life. I should have done better there. I should have got that girl's number. I should have made that 10k sales deal. I should have done 4 videos instead of 2 today. Hyper competitive. And that's amazing, and it's a very good trait to have, but just like everything else in life, yin and yang. It's a law of the universe. Balance is a necessity in every realm of life. If you go, there's a spectrum of life, and if you go too far from on one side of the spectrum, you miss out on the benefits of the other side of the spectrum. Because both sides of the spectrum of life, and this is why I'm talking about balance, right? Both sides of the spectrum have both positives and negatives to them. So if you only go far on one side of the spectrum, you're missing out on the positives of the other side that then balance it out perfectly. If you want to live the perfect life, if you want to be a winner, if you want to have a winner's mindset and win at everything you do, you need to learn to master the art of yin and yang, the art of balance. Now, I teach all of my students inside of my School of Life. I'm not going to sell you on it in this video, but down below in the description, the School of Life, you can join that. We have over 120 special forces level guys that are all working to make money, improve their health, physique, get more women, etc. It's just a life school. We teach young men how to become like James Bond, because you can't just have money but then be out of shape and not get any women. You can't just be in good shape but then not be able to get any women. You need everything. You need all of it. And we teach you how to do that inside of the School of Life for a little over $1.60 a day. You can join. It's currently at a discount for the winter time, so highly recommend you get in there now. But I understand where you're coming from, but if you do not have the balance, the opposite end of the spectrum, if you do not sometimes take time to just be proud of yourself, bro, look how far you've come, especially going into this new year now. Look how far you've come. You've achieved so fucking much, and you're still sat there beating yourself up when honestly 90% of your competition, everyone else that you're up against in this game of life, are shit and have nothing compared to you. So I understand, yeah, we're hyper competitive. Yes, we always want to win. Yes, we hate losing. I get that. But don't beat yourself up so much. Sometimes it's good to be like, right, I should have done better there. That was shit. I get that. But again, find the balance. I'm not here to tell you exactly when and when not to do it. That's completely up to you to decide how much you balance these things out. But like I said, there are positives and negatives to both sides. And if you want to get into the winner's mindset, you need to train both sides. You need to have just enough positive from the side of you are being hard on yourself. I should have done better. I could do better than that. There's no way I just lost that. That was shit. You need to do better. Stop being lazy, blah, blah, blah. You need the positives from that side that help you be motivated, resilient, disciplined, stay on track, not get complacent. Cool, take all of those positives, put it in the middle. Then you need the positives on this side where you're like, I'm proud of myself, I did good. I lost, but I still tried my absolute best. I tried with 100% energy. I put all of my all into that. Okay, I lost, but I'm proud of myself. I've done amazing. I've still made some progress. Great. Put that into the middle as well. Use both of the positives from both sides of the spectrum, and that is how you win. That is how you become an absolute fucking killer. Because rather than going just full hyper competitive, hard on yourself all the time, rather than going full to that end of the spectrum, because then you're going to get all of the negatives and all the positives, but you're going to miss out on the positives to balance it out from this side. Am I making sense to you? I hope this is not going over your head. I know I'm saying quite a lot of words, but trust me, there's a deeper message to what I'm saying here. Everything in life, I'll give you an example. If you only ever focus on business and making money, and you're only on this side of the spectrum, you haven't mastered the art of balance, because balance is alive in everything in this world. It's a law of the universe. You need balance in absolutely everything. Everything. You can think of any example in your head right now, and the answer of balance would make that situation or experience better than if you just had one side of the spectrum. So I'll give you a real life example. I used to be very like an extremist with everything that I did. So I went for a phase of, like the monk mode phase, where you don't drink alcohol, you don't do social media, you completely reduce all dopamine, like everything. And I went for a phase particularly for social media where I deleted all social media from my phone. And like I said, there's positives and negatives to both sides of the spectrum. So all the positives for not having social media on my phone, I still remember it to this day. I used to open up my phone in the morning, have no Instagram, no Snapchat, no TikTok, none of this shit. I only had YouTube to upload videos on. It's not really the same as social media, but that's all I had. So I wasn't getting bombarded with notifications every day. I wasn't having the urge to go and scroll onto bullshit. I wasn't wasting time doing things that I shouldn't be doing. It was just pure wake up, productivity. It was one of the most productive times, and honestly the most mentally healthy and happy times of my entire life. But yin and yang, there's no light without dark. Having no social media obviously brought some negatives to my life as well. So I was missing out on networking opportunities. At the time I was single, so I was missing out on, dating opportunities. Instagram today is like your passport to the world. That's how you get business connections. That's how you meet people. That's how you make money. That's how you meet women. All of these things come from social media and Instagram. And because I didn't have it at the time, I was missing out on the positives from the other side of the spectrum. Now, I'm in a perfect equilibrium of, because I've had both sides of the extreme, I now know how to find the balance in between. So I can use social media for the positives, but then also identify the negatives that come from it. Wasting time, brain rot, consuming things that are messing with my subconscious, right? All of these things. I can identify the negatives, and I can learn when to turn off this side of the spectrum and tap into the other side, which was having no social media. So I can use the positives from both sides of the spectrum to find the balance that works best for me. So I know the negatives of social media, so I know exactly when to and how to use social media to not feed into those negatives. But at the same time, I know the negatives of not having social media. So I understand how to use social media to the best of my ability to network. I've met some famous individuals and spoke to them personally. I've had some incredible business opportunities through social media. I've met women through social media, everything. All of it goes up. It's all positive. But if you feed into it too much, into the one side of the spectrum too much, and you're a social media extremist, you're just on it all the time, you don't understand the negatives because you are blindsided to think that everything is just purely positive, and you forget about the yin and yang thing that I mentioned before. There's no light without dark. You forget that everything has a negative attached to it. Then that's when it becomes bad for you. The same with business. If you only ever do business, you only ever focus on making money all day, every day, and you're so far on that side of the spectrum that you forget to balance it, because you're like one of these guys who I used to be like this. I was an extremist. I was like, no, balance is for pussies. Well, then you're going to end up in a negative state, because then you're missing out on the positives that are on the other side of the spectrum, like being present in the moment, taking time to enjoy what you've built for yourself. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Take time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. There's no point working for all of these things if you never, ever, for the rest of your life, because balance is for pussies, if you never sit and just appreciate what you've got. I'm on this beautiful roof terrace now, and although I can't really see anything because it's so misty and cold, it's nice. It's nice to just come up here and put my headphones in, put some music in, just look out at the clouds and the mist, and just be grateful for what I've got, and be like, yo, I've built all of this from literally nothing. It's funny because I get Instagram hate comments. I get hate comments on all platforms, but I get loads of love too. But some of the hate comments, sometimes I will just scroll through and just have a look just to see what the overall census and response to each of my videos are. And I'll catch a hate comment that says something like, oh, daddy's money. You've got daddy's money. You know, basically saying I'm a rich kid that came from money. Because I'm now on Instagram flexing the Rolls Royces and the 5-star hotels and the Michelin star restaurants and this fancy life that I'm living, obviously, because I've worked for it. And I'm not really flexing anything. I'm just showing my life as I've always done. Even when I was broke, I still did the same thing. I still just showed my life. Now my life happens to be expensive and very lavish, so people will naturally just instantly become jealous just because of how I normally live on a day-to-day basis. But they'll say things like daddy's money, and I'm like, bro, first of all, I don't even know my dad. I haven't seen my dad since I was like fucking 5 years old, bro. He used to be very abusive to me and my mom and my family and everything else. Like horrible, evil guy, bro. If I told you some of the things on here, the video would probably get taken down. So I won't go into that, but let's just say that. So I haven't seen my dad since I was 5, but also at the same time, I'm self-made. And you guys know that. I've worked for literally everything. I've told you all my business models that I've worked from. I told you all the ways I make money, especially inside of this school. I really reveal all of the 20 plus wealth generation methods that we can teach to young men today in 2025. Updated, real-time methods. It's not outdated bullshit. You know, copywriting, all this shit. Bro, we teach copywriting too, but there's some very advanced methods you probably wouldn't even heard of before. And that's the new meta. The most effective tactic available are these new wealth generation methods, and we teach you them inside of my School of Life for a little over $1.60 a day. You're going to spend it on something, probably some coffee or some shit. Why don't you spend it on something that is going to help you surround yourself with people of the same caliber, so you're not surrounded by these average nerds you see walking down the street, and also just learn how to make money. Learn the real secrets that I can't talk about on here. Tax efficiency, let's just say that. Certain things about vaccines that, you know, you probably should have known by now. All of these things, right? We teach you that inside of the school, but it's so funny when I get these comments because I'm like, bro, I came from absolutely nothing. I made all of this myself. I created it from thin air. And one of the ways that I did that was by having this winner's mindset, by understanding that everything is balanced. Now, if I never take time to just sit and enjoy those things that I've built for myself, I was in the Ritz Hotel in London with my girlfriend. I took her out on some anniversary date. I took her in a tour of a Rolls Royce, which was her dream car, was just being in the back of a Rolls Royce. So I fulfilled that dream for her. I took her on a nice tour of London. We saw all the beautiful sights. We had a chauffeur telling us the history of all the buildings and, you know, all this beautiful, bro. Absolutely amazing. We had champagne in the back. I was in my nice green suit with the green watch face to match. And my girlfriend was happy just drinking the champagne. It was one of the best champagnes I've ever tasted in my entire life. Oh my God, it was beautiful. It was actually quite dangerous because it tasted so good that we were just getting drunk without even realizing it. But I was stumbling out of the Rolls Royce by the time I got to the hotel. But it was beautiful, and that whole experience, yeah, I was getting content. I was still working, quote unquote, but it was more so of a time for me to just sit and reflect. I made a video about it as well, where I was talking about how I've been in survivor mode for so long. I've been on this side of the spectrum, the hustle, business, make money side of the spectrum for so long in such an extreme way that I forgot to balance out the other side of presence, enjoyment, fulfillment, spending time away from business, going for a walk with my family, chilling with my baby sister and just really appreciating her and watching her grow up. You know, when I go back to my family house, sitting and just listening to my girlfriend and what she has to say. Listen, you know, good girls just like tell you stories all day. They talk about everything. And to you, it might seem irrelevant in the moment because you're like, I'm focusing on bigger things. I'm trying to make money, blah, blah, blah. But to her, it's everything. She's telling you about things that she's passionate about. Some flowers she saw in a shop, or this TikTok video she saw of this couple who went away and they stayed in a hot tub, and like just random shit. And to you in the moment, you don't really care because you're like, I'm trying to make money, I'm trying to focus on big things here, things that matter to you. But to them, it matters too. And this is what you forget when you don't have the balance. You forget to just tap into that other side of the spectrum because you're just business all day. You need to understand that life doesn't operate that way. You need to have time away where you just sit with your family, put your fucking phone away, turn the Wi-Fi off. I'll do it sometimes, bro, because I catch myself, even when I'm at my family house and I'm chilling, everyone's around, we're having a laugh. And like, yeah, I'm involved and I'm having a laugh too. But then I'll catch myself, I get a notification on my phone, and I'll, out of habit, just whip my phone out and check if it's a coaching client I need to respond to or some bullshit. And that's no way to live, bro. Because it's taking your balance out. It's taking the presence out of the moment. Then what's the point? What's the point in working so hard and having all this money and having all this freedom if you never take time to just sit and actually enjoy it? There is no point. Because then, well, where's the end? It never ends. You're just working all day forever. You're practically in your own job. You've just created your own matrix for yourself. Then what's the point? So please take this as a reminder for you to everything you do, have the balance. If you go to the gym all day, every single day, 24 hours a day, and you never ever rest, you never sleep, you never take the time to recover and actually rebuild those muscle fibers, then that's obviously bad, right? Everything requires balance, bro. If all you do all day is chill out and be present in the moment and spend time with your girlfriend and family and talk to them and do all the wholesome stuff I just mentioned, if that's all you ever do and you're too far on that side of the spectrum, then obviously that can be bad. So they say everything in moderation. Remember when your parents used to tell you that? Everything in moderation. You're eating sweets or you're eating chocolate or you're playing video games or whatever. Everything in moderation. And I always used to think, yeah, but moderation's for pussies. I either go on a night out and get absolutely smashed, wasted, boozed out of my head, or I don't drink at all. That was my mindset. And it's like, now I'm obviously learning that's just so stupid. Balance is the key. You need to have balance. You need to just like learn to rein things in a little bit. Learn to be controlled over your reality. So yeah, take time to do business, but then at the same time, take time to enjoy what you've worked for. Take time to go in the gym and train really hard like an absolute fucking athlete, but then take time to rest and let your body heal. And I'm not saying have a rest day, by the way. That's not what I'm saying. Rest days are for pussies. Rest days are a psyop to get you to do nothing. You need to move your body every single day. You need to have that blood flow every single day. You need to do some sort of mobility movements every single day. And I'm not saying go to the gym every day, but you need to do something with your body. Go on a walk, go on a run, do some stretches for 20 minutes. Something every single day. Rest days are not real. Taking a full day where you do not move your body, which was intended to be moved around, by the way. That's what your body's made for. It's intended to move and explore and do things and attack. To take a full 24 hours to just sit and do nothing like a lazy freak and just go, oh, rest day. That's not real. That's a psyop to get you to be lazy. So don't take a rest day. Just take rest. Okay? Take rest. You rest in your sleep. I still go gym every single day. Every single day. Unless I literally can't, unless I'm traveling or unless I'm, just doing something else where I'm away from the gym. And then I'll still train. I'll just do push-ups, or I'll just do bodyweight squats, or I'll just run, or I'll go for a walk. Like I said, just do something every single day. But at the same time, you do need to have the balance. You need to, although you're training every day, you're doing something every single day, you still sleep, and sleeping is rest. You still take time where you're not in the gym. You might have spent an hour in the gym, but for the rest of the 23 hours of the day, you're not in the gym. So that's still technically balance. You get what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense to you. If you want to join an organization of like-minded individuals, make money, get women, get in good shape, improve your mental health, travel the world, live free, learn the Wi-Fi money methods that we teach so you can be a digital nomad and just basically do whatever you want, then come and join the School of Life down below. For a little over $1.60 a day, you'll learn all of these methods. Included in your membership, you also have live group calls with me and the group, and you also have meetups in real life. So we'll organize meetups where the whole School of Life Special Forces group will come, we'll meet up, and it's not like a nerdy Hamza group. But down in school, we're all just posing with our tops off like a bunch of gay boys. It's professional shit. We're going to go meet in a high-class establishment, 5-star restaurant, well, Michelin star restaurant. Let me correct myself. We don't do those brokey 5 stars anymore. Michelin star restaurant with the suits on. We'll go and have a chat. And we'll just talk life. We'll talk business. We'll talk women. We'll talk life. We'll talk growth. We'll talk spirituality. And we'll just have a laugh. It's just a group of friends, innit? But we're just very high-class individuals. That's all it is. So if you're interested in that and you want to surround yourself with that caliber of man, because we've changed lives, bro. We have a 100% success rate. Every single student that has joined my school has progressed some way or the other. Not one of them have joined and gone like, oh, this was shit. I haven't learned anything at all that I didn't know before. Every single one of them has progressed. Most of them have progressed massively. Like they have made like 100 times what they invested into the school. Ridiculous money. So come and join. You can find that in the description, the comment section, or my bio, and you can join today for a discounted price if you get in soon before the winter ends. We would look forward to welcoming you inside. Take care of yourself. I'm going to go and chill on the beautiful roof in the mist and just reflect on what I've earned and what I've come through in life, and just smile to myself. Take care, bro.